Hey everybody, welcome back to another action figure unboxing and review, G.I. Joe Classified Edition. And today we're going to be taking a look at the 60th Anniversary Action Soldier Infantry. Now this has been released in America obviously already, as has the Diver from the 60th Anniversary line. But we haven't gotten the Diver over here yet in the UK, so this is it for us. I should be getting the Diver sometime next month, which is July, as well as the Doc, Night Creeper, Torch, Wave. That should all be coming next month, so that's going to be a fun month. So this is Hasbro's, with the G.I. Joe teams, their release regarding for the 60th anniversary, because as anyone who knows the line knows, originally G.I. Joe was released as a series of like 12-inch doll type toys, like similar to Barbie height wise, but considered action figures. I think Hasbro was actually the company that coined the term action figure. So they created the G.I. Joe 12-inch line as a way to market dolls towards boys without, calling them dolls, because the stigmas behind that way back then, and still even today in some cases. So this is their homage to the 60th anniversary of the line. But of course, this is classified scale. They're not going to redo the 12-inch line, at least not at the moment. They may get to that at some point in the future, but as far as I'm aware, there's no plans for them to dip back into the 12-inch style. So like I said, there's the soldier here, obviously, and the diver. They haven't actually officially announced this yet, Hasbro hasn't, but it's rumored that there's going to be a sniper marine, a female sniper marine, and a pilot / halo jumper for the 60th anniversary line next. Those are going to be the next two figures. I don't have any more specifics other than that, because all that's been released right now are the names. Nothing else about them has been released or been leaked anywhere. So I can't even really say, like the pilot / halo jumper, it sounds to me like you're going to have the option to dress them up as either the pilot or a halo jumper. Not both. Obviously, if you're flying the plane, you're not going to be halo jumping out of it. For those of you who don't know, halo stands for high altitude, low opening. Basically what that means is you jump out of the plane from ridiculously high up. Like, we're talking close to leaving the atmosphere almost. And because they're so high up, the air is so thin, halo jumpers have to actually wear oxygen tanks when they jump out of the plane, so they can still breathe until they get low enough back into the, the breathable air that we normally breathe. So that's where the name comes from. They jump from high altitude, but they don't pull their chute until they're much, much lower. Anyway, this is the action soldier. This is the Army offering. Obviously, the diver will be the Navy offering, and then we got the Marine sniper and the Air Force pilot. So those are the four branches of the military. I don't know if they're going to do a Coast Guard one, possibly. Maybe a Coast Guard and a National Guard for the final two figures. Can't say for now, for certain, for sure. Here is the box for the action soldier. As you can see, they went with a yellowish color instead of the normal blues and reds that they do for the rest of the classified line to signify Joe and Cobra. You still have the artwork on the front here as well as on the side. There you can see the soldier and his full body, and this is his head over here. So it has the same basic packaging style. 60th anniversary at the top. You got legalese at the bottom. Now, unlike the rest of the classified, this isn't a numbered box, which is good because not everyone wants to collect this. And it's also it makes me wonder, like, there's a rumor that, well, not actually really a rumor, it's been confirmed now, but there's going to be a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover film. And they're probably gonna do classified versions of the G.I. Joe figures in that movie, like they did with the Snake Eyes Origins movie. But I'm hoping that those won't be numbered. Like the Snake Eyes Origins figures were numbered, and a lot of collectors didn't like that because that was a pretty terrible movie, and they weren't great figures. And a lot of collectors didn't want to collect those figures, but they also wanted to have all the numbers in the line. I wasn't one of those. I don't care about having the numbers on the line, but I can understand the people who do. So hopefully, if they do release figures based on the G.I. Joe Transformers collaboration, they won't be numbered, just like these aren't. But these are good figures. I've taken this one out of the package, obviously, and I've seen the Diver, and the Diver looks pretty good as well, even though he's mostly a torpedo rehash. He's got enough extra different gear to make him worthwhile. So back to this, we got the product shot, the figure shot here, diorama, and then a close-up of the alternate head with the hood, and just him holding the walkie-talkie down there, and of course more legalese at the bottom. So let's get this guy open. Okay, he comes with a stand, just like the retro wave figures. So that is a nice addition, and I really wish they would do that with the other classified figures. I mean, they have the molds. How much more can this really add to the cost of the figure? Seriously. And here we have him in all his glory in the tray. Let's pop him out piece by piece here. Now, I said I've taken this guy out, but I didn't take all the accessories out. So some of these will be getting removed for the first time here. So I want to be careful not to break anything. Yeah, he has a lot of little stuff. So you're going to want to be careful. In fact, let's see if... No, those aren't just popping out. For those of you who didn't watch the stream when they first introduced this guy, he has these like pouches and stuff that you can put on his vest, and you can put them in multiple different configurations. Like, you've got a lot of customizing options for this guy. So if you wanted to troop build him, you could make them all look quite different. This guy has a ton of stuff, let me tell you. This is what you want for when it comes to a deluxe figure. This is the kind of loadout you want. Alright, I think I got everything. That looks empty. Does that look empty to you? Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the figure first. As you can see, he comes out of the package with his hood on and the poncho. So let's just take that off real quick. We can look at those separately. I just want to take a look at the figure himself first. Alright, here we go. This is the Action Soldier Infantry. He's got the masked head look, and as you can see, his vest has all those holes in it that you can plug in all the different pouches and other little accessories that he comes with. This vest is an overlay. The belt is an overlay, and he has a holster here for his gun. The holster overlay that's just sliding down on me. Get up there, you. And then on the other side, he has like a pouch overlay. Right, this removed? No, that doesn't come off. Okay, there's some good detail on the belt. He's got another pouch on the back that doesn't come off, as well as a canteen that's on there. And some more pouches. These look like ammo pouches here, and then another pouch there. No paint on the belt, unfortunately. His vest has this black cord or something here. I'm not sure. I'm not military, so I couldn't tell you what that actually is supposed to be. Got some straps up on the top there, and then more of the same kind of lining on the back for the design of the vest, and of course all the holes. So if you put pouches on everything, on every hole here, then you're probably not going to really see anything else except the pouches, which is fine. He has a pretty decent camo design for the figure. This is probably more modern than like the 1982 Stalker camo gear was for the original line. That's probably outdated at this point. This is probably the more modern look for modern military. And it looks pretty good, in my opinion. He's got the boots with the shin, like a leather shin strap, shin covering, right there. Not metal or anything like that. So good looking, good design boots. Got the strap around the side. No painted buckles though. He does have knee pads, brown knee pads. Brown on the front and kind of the really light green on the side. Trying to make it match the color of the pants, I think, but not quite. Same with the elbows, same color plastic. So yeah, I think they were trying to mimic the color of the outfit, but it's a little bit off. It's not the exact same shade. And of course he's got fingerless gloves on both hands. And you pop his head, and he's got just a regular dumbbell at the top with the neck that's got a little bit of movement to it as well. Going over the articulation, he can look down about that far. He can look up about that far. That's it. They really need to make the hinge, the dumbbell plus hinge standard. He can do the exorcist. He's got this. They got the tilt. His arm can go all the way around, and it can hinge up just over 90. He does have the butterfly joint, as you can see. He's got a bicep cut. Double jointed pinless arms, and they go all the way up. He doesn't have much of a bulging bicep to get in the way, so that's good. He has a vertical hinge on his right wrist and horizontal on the left. So this is one of the few right-handed characters on the line. Male figure, so I'm guessing he has an ab crunch, and yeah, I can see it. He does have an ab crunch under there. But because of the vest, it can get him about that far only. And it can go back about that far. Not too bad for a vest. Usually they hinder a lot more than that. He can twist again like he did last summer. He can tilt. He does have the drop down hips. So he can not a 100% Van Damme, but close enough. He can kick out about that far. He can kick back about that far. He's got an upper thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees, a little tight. Boot cut. His foot can hinge back about that far. That's pretty good. Can go forward about that far. Rock back and forth, and he's got the peg holes in the bottom. Alright. Guy comes with a lot of accessories, so let's get started. We'll go with the pouch, the poncho first, since it came on the figure. It's a very thin cloth material. It's got a little neck hole in the top, and it also has a pouch in the front, which is an actual pocket you can put stuff in. An actual working pocket, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to throw this on him right now because this is the way he came in the box anyway. There we go. And that just slides right over his head like so. You don't need to pop the head to get it on or off. It would have been cool if it came with like an extra belt you could put around the middle here to kind of keep it together. But I guess you can jury rig something like that yourself at home if you want. Maybe take a twisty tie, put it around him, and tie it off. He also comes with this hood that goes over, it just slides right over his head. It's made out of a soft rubbery material. It's a little darker green than the shade of his mask, so it gives you a decent contrast there. And as you can tell, I'll take this off for a second. As you can tell from the figure, he's a light complexion sort, and they also give you a dark complexion head. So you have two heads that come with the figure, and you have multiple different ways to display the figure with or without the poncho, with or without this hood. So if you wanted to army build this guy, it would be very easy, and you have a lot of different ways to display him in your collection, so that's good. It's always nice when they give you options like that. Alright, moving on. He comes with this piece here, which is basically the hood if he pulled it down. So it goes over his head like this. And then it sits on the back like that. So it looks like he was wearing this, and then he pulled it down over his head. So now it's like bunched up in the back like that. So that's another option for troop building. You can have one who's wearing this and one who looks like that. As for the head part, lastly, he comes with this helmet, which is similar to the one that came with Clutch, I believe, and possibly Grunt. It's a soft rubbery material, bends pretty easily. It's got that light green color on the outside with some brown webbing there, and that just slides right on top of his head like that. It goes on pretty easily, comes off pretty easily, but it's not gonna like fall off. So, piece of cake. Alright, let's go with other materials, accessories. He comes with a set of dog tags, and you can hang these around his neck. Now these if you want to put these around his neck, you will have to pop the head first, because I mean, maybe you can stretch that over the head, but I wouldn't risk it, because it might rip the chain. If you have the figure and you have successfully pulled that over his head, let me know down below. But I'm not going to be the one that tries it out. He also comes with this big backpack, which is, I think this is reused, but I can't remember which figure had this one. Is this Outback's backpack? I honestly can't remember. I'm not good at recognizing reused parts. I've mentioned that in other videos before, and this is no exception. There's several pouches on the backpack, lots of straps. Would have been nice if they had painted the straps black, maybe painted the buckles silver, but no such luck. Nice big backpack. It does have 2 pegs on the side, so you can store his guns. And he does come with this gun here, which is reused from Big Ben. This one I do recognize because I hated this gun with Big Ben. The main reason I hated this gun because this piece right here was so loose and it kept falling off. But this guy is actually pretty decent. Like, it's not falling off on me. It's not too loose. And when I pull on it, it doesn't just come right off like it did for Big Ben. This does have a removable magazine. Now, I've heard people say that this is a shotgun, double-barrel shotgun type, and I've seen people say it's a double-barrel machine gun. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's an unusual gun in any case, because you don't usually see too many guns that look like this aesthetically and have double barrel. So this could be either way. I'm also not that as familiar with shotguns. I didn't think that shotguns came with banana clip magazines. I could be wrong. Maybe some do. So anyway, he comes with that gun. Oh, and that gun can slide on this. Actually, this is kind of loose. I don't know if this is actually... Yeah. The trigger guard is a little bit loose for this backpack. If this is Outback's backpack, maybe they should have given him Outback's gun instead of this. He also comes with this heavy machine gun, which is also part of Big Ben's loadout. And it comes with the bipod that you can pull down and store. And it comes with this removable large style magazine, kind of like a drum magazine. That can come on and off. And they did do a nice job painting the bullets, so they're nice and brass colored there. Nice sturdy gun, not soft gummy plastic like so many weapons have been lately. And this one doesn't really fit either. So this peg hole, definitely not for these guns. That's too small for the trigger guards. So can't really store his weapons. Also, if you can't store this gun here anyway because of the magazine gets in the way. You'd have to remove it, and I don't know where you would put it because he doesn't have a place on his body to store the magazine. So this backpack's pretty much kind of useless. They should have probably designed a newer backpack for him. One that would carry this next weapon. The Mod Deuce. 50 caliber Browning machine gun. Just like the one that came with Roblox in the original figure line, and the one we've been waiting for. So that we can give to Roblox. Now heavy artillery Roblox can use this instead of that Gatling gun they gave him. That came with the RAM. The Tiger Force Roblox Tripwire 2-pack is actually going to come with one of these as well. So, but for now, I would give this to my Roblox if he was still on my display, but I replaced him with the Mezco one, and I like the gun the Mezco one comes with. I think that one looks good, pretty good too. But when I do set up my Roblox, my classified Roblox again, my heavy artillery Roblox, I'll give him this. One of the features for this gun is you can remove, as you can see, it has the tripod, so you can set it up so that it's sitting on something, and the operator can either sit behind it or stand behind it, depending on how high you got it set up. But if you want Roblox to just carry it into battle, you can take this off here like that, and you have a pistol grip. You can slide in there, and now you can hold it. He can hold it like that, like normal. Well, normal for him anyway. It's got that on the side here, but you can't remove that. It also comes with an ammo belt. You can thread that in through here. Unfortunately, what they should have done is... Well, actually, this way is probably better. Yeah, you thread it in from this side. Now, when you're threading it in, make sure you thread it in like this, so the pointy parts is facing the same direction as the barrel. Because, this way, it won't work. Well, it wouldn't work in real life. This is a fantasy, so you can thread it however you want to. I'm just trying to be helpful to people who want to be as accurate as possible with how they display their weapons. So, yeah, if you put it in like that, it looks like he's already fired off a few rounds. Of course, if you keep going through, now it looks like he's just not firing the bullets at all. It's just filter, just threading the ammo belt through. A malfunction. Okay, the front part here turns, but I don't think it comes off at all. But yeah, there you have the famous Mod Deuce that we finally get in the line. Take that back out again. Yeah, butterfingers today. No, I think that's the wrong way. There we go. Alright, almost done. He also comes with a handgun. And we probably have seen this gun before in the line, but I couldn't tell you which figure it came with. I would have preferred a black plastic, but what are you going to do? And that just slides into his holster on his right thigh there. No problem. Out of the box, he comes with a pair of gripping hands, gloved gripping hands, but because he has the dark complexion face to go along with the paler complexion face, so does he also have darker skinned hands to go along with the lighter skinned hands. So you get two pairs of light skinned gripping hands with trigger fingers and two pair of dark skinned gripping hands with trigger fingers. Alright, lastly we have all these pouches and attachments. And you can see he has a walkie-talkie here with a peg hole in the back. He has a big row of pouches. He has a big, like a medium-sized pouch, which has a G.I.Joe star right on the top there. And he has... I'm not exactly sure what this is supposed to be. It looks like it's supposed to be pouches, but I don't see where the opening flap is. It looks like it just has strips all the way down there. He also has this medium pouch, which is two separate pouches kind of glued together. And then lastly, he has this single smaller pouch. And all of those have peg holes, so you can take them and plug them all over his vest however you want. Now, obviously, some won't be as good in certain places as others. Like this one right here is probably not going to look very good right there. It'll kind of hinder articulation and whatnot. So you can't just put them wherever you want. You got to use some common sense as well. But you can stick that one there. You could probably stick it up here too in the back if you don't want to use the backpack. Or put it down the bottom part here. I might even have it upside down for all I know. And you can take the G.I. Joe pouch and put it right on the top. You can put one of these pouches on the side here. That one doesn't go very well there. I'll stick that one on the back. And take this little pouch. Stick it there. He also has a pouch there on the belt, or a hole there on the belt, and another one there. So you have a lot of places that you can stick all this stuff. Let's put the 2-pack pouch here. And then the walkie-talkie will stick on the belt right back here. There you go. And just stick his backpack on him. Yeah, with this one back here, you can't really put the backpack on. Yeah. I'll stick this one here instead. Or not. Let's see here. Now, putting the pouches on the figure do make them quite a bit bulkier. So Be aware of that. Okay, I don't think these parts can go onto the belt notches. I think only the walkie-talkie is designed to fit there. So I have to leave one of those pouches off if I want him to have the backpack on. We'll just do it like that for the rest of the video here. And here we have the action soldier. He's ready to go. As soon as I get his gun in his hand. I'm actually surprised with all the accessories they gave him that he didn't come with a knife of any sort. That seems like a strange omission. This is a really cool figure. I like the different ways to accessorize him. I think that's like an excellent concept for this line that they should take a look at doing more for other figures in the line, for other characters, not just the super deluxe ones. They did the same thing with Doc, as we're going to see when he comes out. He has kind of that different pouch setup sort of thing. Well, so let me know what you think of the action soldier. Did you get one? Did you get a bunch? Did you get the diver if you live in America? Because we haven't gotten them here yet, unfortunately. Comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.